I'm live on Nappicast.com, checking out that snowpack here on the satellite picture. Look at how milky all of this is, all this kind of white in the northeast in New England. That is all from snowpack that's on the ground right now. It's the middle of winter. You expect it. Where you don't normally expect it here is down along the Gulf Coast, Georgia, Carolina. This is all snowpack here, even in Florida with a state record. But then I pull this off it, and you can see where the snowpack is up around West Virginia, up into New Jersey, Philadelphia. That's all snowpack here up in the Great White North. So yes, snowpack on the ground, places that you wouldn't normally see it, but also places that you would expect it. Temperatures this morning on your Wednesday from the observations, got a minus 19 up here around Caribou, minus 13 around Millinocket, Central Highlands. And yeah, you have dew points in the minus 14, minus 17 range. And that's because the air is incredibly dry right now, and it's going to stay that way into the next several hours. So we're going to have dry air. Get the chapstick out. You'll need it. The next few hours and days of the forecast is going to feature high pressure sliding to the east. And with this high sliding east, temps are going to warm up just a little bit. It's not going to be incredibly warm, but we'll get a southwesterly breeze out ahead of this clipper, and when temperatures warming up, closer to around the freezing mark, and then getting above freezing eventually as this high slides to the east, and it will. Now, here's a look at the temperatures now. I have the wind particles turned on so you can really see. This is a really cool feature of National Weather Service has. So the wind here out of the west on your Wednesday, which is instead of the north, which is a somewhat milder air mass coming in, 17 in Portland, 13 in Bangor, 7 in Presque Isle. This is valid at noon today. So at noon, that's what the temperature is going to be. So the forecast, not the wind chill. This is the actual forecast here. And then I'll put things into motion slowly and watch. You can watch here as the temperature goes down tonight at 11 o'clock. Now, at 11 o'clock tonight, you still have that fresh snowpack. So what happens in the atmosphere here is that all of that snowpack here is very cold and very dense, so it's going to just make things even cooler. It's not going to create a wind chill, but it helps to cool the atmosphere, the ground here. Obviously, the sun doesn't get as much heat with the snowpack. It reflects that sunlight. So you've got temperatures here tonight that are going to cool off again very quickly. So another cold night is coming. Then I'll put things into motion and get you into your Thursday here. And then here's that southwesterly breeze I talked about. So Thursday afternoon, 1 o'clock, here's a southwesterly breeze warming things up. And this time of the year, it's the coldest time of the year. It's more of the breeze than it is the sunshine that's going to warm things up. So the sun, with the sun angle being low, it doesn't have as much of an impact. So you need that warmer breeze to come up from the southwest around that high. And that's what you have here, mid-20s instead of those single digits and teens. Although there will be more clouds in the forecast tomorrow. So there's your trade-off. Would you rather have it a lot colder and frigid with more sun, or would you have to have clouds and it be somewhat milder? Thursday night, another cold one. Not quite as cold, but still going to be quite chilly. We just don't go sub-zero up in Presque Isle. Going to Friday, here's where that front's going to come in from the west, so it's going to cool off again. And then on Saturday morning, it's another cold night. So you've got temperatures here, sub-zero Presque Isle, single digits Bangor and Portland. So another cold night is coming. And then Saturday afternoon, we're still going to be cold. Notice here the wind is out of the west and northwest. But I want to show you Sunday here. This is quite nice. We get a nice little warm-up here. Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 33 in Portland, 31 in Bangor, 25 in Presque Isle. So if you like a little bit on the milder side, temperatures getting above typical, then there you go. You maybe give the heating bill just a little bit of a break. Into Monday afternoon, temperature still. With that wind at the southwest, temperatures on the milder side. And then into Tuesday and Tuesday afternoon, you still have that wind here. This is pretty much due west in Portland. So that's a 33-degree temperature in Portland. So temperatures warming up there. Now, if you're looking for snowstorms here, I don't have great news for you. Right now, it looks pretty bleak, if I'm being very blunt and honest with you. We don't have anything big happening right now on the weather highway. A storm here that just kind of jumps off of Cape May, New Jersey. It's pretty far out to sea. That is valid Thursday night. And then we get that southwesterly breeze. We got a big high pressure system in control here. So that's not going to be a storm at all on Saturday. That's that high coming in. So we're going to be on the cool side. And then going to the forecast for the rest of the weekend. Let me go ahead and get rid of that high. We have a little bit of a trough in the jet stream that's trying to dip here. This is for Sunday. So this is a mountain snow situation. You see that here. Upslope stuff coming in on Sunday. So that's not a lot. We're not going to see anything, big as far as storms go there. And then we'll go out into Monday, Tuesday of next week. This is January 27th, 28th. You got a little dip in the jet stream here. This would not be a big storm here, but you have this dip going on in the jet stream. So more of a snow shower activity kind of thing. Nothing, once again, that's going to be all that big. So show you the models now on the weather highway. So 500 millibars up in the sky in the atmosphere. That's about 25,000 feet up in the sky or so. So up there, you've got the weather highway, right? And I want to show you what's going to be happening here with the Siberian Express, the polar vortex. So here is where all the cold air is, up in Canada. Now we'll get a piece of it to come down to Maine just a bit. This is January 28th, 29. That's where you get a piece of that. But as far as storms go, there's one here around the Four Corners. I mean, that's not going to help us at all, right? So I'll put things into motion and show you what's going on. So you don't see big opportunities here. Basically, the polar jet stream is stuck up north here for the most part. I mean, there's a little dip here for New England, but we're not getting the phasing of the polar and subtropical jet stream to come together or combine and to any storms coming up the coast here. That has not happened. This is not a storm signal pattern here on the weather highway. So I don't anticipate any big storms coming down. And then for early February, right around February 5th and 6th, here's the bad news. You've got all the cold air is way up in Canada, okay? So that's not good if you're looking for storms, if you rely on storms right now. So the forecast here, you take the ensemble stuff, so the European model runs against itself about 50 times or so. So this is the 45-day forecast for snow, and I just showed you, this goes out, once again, 45 days, and through the end of January here, right here, okay, this whole area is the end of January, there is only a couple inches of snow in the forecast. As far as the computer running several times, 50 times. So 50 members, and there's only a few inches. That's not a good storm signal. And then obviously as you get deeper to February, this number starts to go up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 inches. But that's pretty far down the pipeline. So here, just in this time frame, January 21st to 29th or so, there's not a lot. A couple inches at most. And this is for a place like Caribou. So that tells you just how bleak the storm signal is. This is Caribou, Maine. This is up in the county where the average is 120 inches of snow for a season, and we are nowhere near that. So that's just pointing out, obviously, the longer kind of range thing. Now, you can follow along on Nappicast for free, nappicast.com. Make sure on your browser that you have the location turned on so you can see this, and you can see my video forecast is updated every day in the morning before about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it shows the video with the graphics. Also, if you don't want to watch the video, you've got big graphics here, big and bold, where you can go ahead and watch right there, and the forecast for today and tomorrow is always there. My notes are always there, and then the 10-day forecast, the only 10-day forecast in Maine for inland, for the coast, for the mountains. It's all there, right there for you on nappicast.com. So, and if you want to just read the weather blog here, you can go to jasonnappyweather.com, where the forecast is always going to be there. But you've got my live stream too on YouTube, which right now is playing the live stream of the forecast that I just made, plus donation page if you want to help out. I thank you so much for the donations. You can make a one-time donation or make a monthly one, but also the blog post, right? So if you want to read about the storm here are all the blogs that I've made about the storms here. You can go through all the pages here. So this is the one I did yesterday. I'm putting a new one up in a few minutes about the temperatures that you can plan your day, plan your week, and it's all right there, the 10-day forecast, plus about the snow down in Louisiana, etc. So I thank you so much for watching Nappicast and jasonnappyweather.com. Appreciate you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.